La banana è uno dei prodotti simbolo del commercio equo e l'associazione Il Guabo in Ecuador è il principale produttore delle banane altromercato. Chiediamo a Liane Sutevai, la direttrice, qual è il suo ruolo nell'associazione.
My role is to make sure that the fruit, the bananas, get on the right time, the right place, in the right quality, or the right destinations. And for this I have a complete team of 40 workers and 400 producers. So I make sure that all the administration, the logistics, operations, every part of the organization is working smoothly so that we can compete with whatever other company in a professional way.
Che cos'è il commercio equosolidale per il Guabo?
For us it's extremely important. Without fair trade, producers wouldn't have been in business probably anymore, for sure the smallest ones. Or if they are in business, they would have been in extreme poverty living. So fair trade is making sure that they are maintaining themselves, working on their own plantations, which is their own ground, that they don't need to sell their plantations or rent one and go to the cities or even migrate to other countries like Italy and work in the big cities of Italy. And besides that, fair trade is not charity, it's not donation, it's not subsidy. It's making sure that your product is sold under fair trade, equosolidale conditions, and that producers are feeling themselves well doing it. It's good for their self-esteem because they know that on the other side of the world there are consumers waiting for their product to arrive. We want consumers to buy it for quality reasons, not for charity reasons, not only because the producer is a poor person. We want them to choose a very good product, and if they can choose next to it, then they choose the responsible way, and that's buying fair trade. Besides that, fair trade also makes sure that basic needs of the consumers or of the producers are covered, like access to a stable income, access to credit, access to health care, access to education. And that's something which is not very normal for an Ecuadorian producer because the government is not very rich, not very strong. So they are not like European circumstances. If something of these issues fall away, you have always the government or public authorities to react on it. Next to that, fair trade has made sure that producers nowadays became very good leaders. They have received a lot of training. Not only within El Guabo they are very good leaders, they are also leaders in their communities. Some of them are members of the city council. Some of them are taking part in the Ministry of Agriculture to negotiate about public decisions in agriculture. So we have made sure also that small producers became active in politics and decision making.
Il governo ecuadoregno vi appoggia, vi sostiene. Qual è la vostra relazione, il vostro rapporto?
This government we have at this moment since 2007, they are very much supporting it because they are supporting small producers of all products, not only bananas, and they really see Guabo nowadays as a role model, so they see the impact of fair trade in small producers' lives and organizations, and they want to extend it to make it accessible also for other products, coffee, cocoa, tea. Well, we don't have tea, but we have natural herbs in the mountains. Quinoa, so they see it as something they really should actively be supporting as the Ecuadorian government.
Che differenza c'è tra una banana convenzionale e una banana del commercio equo?
In a fair trade banana, you can really see fairness for the environment, for the producer, for the workers, for everything involved, for the community. There's a fair democracy, transparency, and all these things are not very normal in a conventional banana. There are basically no standards or norms, only the quality of the product. So it is for me a big difference to have certain minimum standards put on production and commerce instead of not having them.
Sei stata in giro, hai visitato in Italia le botteghe del mondo, hai conosciuto il circuito del commercio equo. Che impressione hai avuto e che differenza c'è con gli altri paesi in Europa che conosci, che hai visitato?
Yeah, I was really very much impressed of the amount of people and the effort and the passion they have, volunteers, but also people who work, with the salary. People very much are dedicated to fair trade and the sales of fair trade and making the public aware of fair trade. I thought it really was very impressive, and if this is only the start, we will see a lot more fruits, I'm for sure, in the future. I'm really very much impressed, and it also shows that there is no shop too small or no sales point too small to be not delivered. And so every consumer is very important. So it also stimulated me to see every producer as well is extremely important, even for 1 or 2 boxes or 3 boxes. I think we also should maybe personalize it even more, so that this single box sold in this single shop also knows from what very small producer it is coming. It would be really great to bring even further contact, further information of the producers to the shops. I'm really very thankful to everybody who is working, and maybe even not every day receiving some recognition, but from the producer side, and I would really like to thank everybody who's doing it.
Uno degli slogan del commercio equo che è "un altro mondo è possibile", ma lo è veramente?
Oh, I'm sure. It's not only possible, it will be a very different world with fair trade. I mean, fair trade should be the minimum standard. There shouldn't be any other commerce nowadays which is not fair trade in a developed world like Europe and the US, where money is not as a we are not poor like some other countries outside Europe, outside the US. So I think with a little bit higher investment, everybody shopping can contribute to the development of the world and a more sustainable world, to prevent whatever immigration problems as we have nowadays sometimes in Europe and the US.